Hello everybody and welcome back to another Broke Kaeya Main Chronicles video.
Seems all
Today
the
we're
other
going to pick
knights
up where we
already have
last
their
left
hands
off,
full.
which was investigating Ororon. Well, his whereabouts, because he possibly was kidnapped by the fFatui, and forced to work with the fFatui and CAPITANO with the escape. And so we were with Citlali, but now we have to split up and investigate on each side. I wonder who's going to find Ororon first. Great, that means I'm stuck with Paimon.
Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
The traces of phlogiston here, but there are traces of phlogiston here, but
Did you find something?
oh my god, I'm about to cough. I found some traces of phlogiston, but the trail completely ends here.
Huh. So we can't tell where Ororon might have gone from here. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those fFatui with him.
Paimon's right. This is all extremely strange. Also,
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
who the hell are you? Huh? Whose voice was that just now? Oh no, my schizophrenia is acting up again. The Night Kingdom? How did I get here?
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you.
Excuse me? Who are you? Please don't touch me.
I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Ororon, the one you've been searching for.
But what does this mean? Yeah. But what does this mean? Have you escaped the fFatui's custody?
Ah, the fFatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the fFatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set
Oh
up a
my
meeting.
goodness, it's Capitano. It's the captain.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Hello.
Be careful with this traveler. Her soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to her.
It was I who tasked Ororon with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom.
So, you are working together. What do you want?
I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you, in person. I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Haha, I told you, Paimon, it wasn't my schizophrenia acting up. I don't need those pills. It was me being warned. Or being taught. Told to. Come meeting, yes. Was my soul forcibly removed from my body just now? That would explain why I couldn't hear Paimon at all.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
Citlali! She froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground!
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
If they're being truthful, then they must have reasonable motivations for what they did. But should I trust them? I could just share everything with Paimon and Citlali right now, but that'd mean giving up on the lead. I still haven't had much dealings with either the fFatui or the Masters of Nightwind. I suppose I'll stay quiet for now, and see if I can find out anything else.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. Citlali should be able to, exorcise any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the Night Kingdom.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word. In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now. Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Ororon is probably being held inside.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
This entire time I thought I was talking, but apparently I was talking in my head, I think. No, for real. It's one of those times where it's like, you know, you read stuff out and because you have a voice in your head, you think you're saying out loud. Apparently I was not saying it out loud. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was holding you up.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all. But if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
Yeah, I get to fight people. Come over here. Let me just ravage through you.
What's the hurry?
Look over there.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Ororon. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
So that's Ororon. Does look the same as when I spoke to him in the Night Kingdom earlier.
Alright, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I
Kosterlitsky?
cannot see the sun.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Does he have ears of his own?
Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
Damn, Citlali, damn! Overprotective much.
Citlali's struggling to control her temper now.
Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts. On my count. 3, 2, 1!
Citlali, get back here.
Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against. Let me leave you a verse. Huh? Rain.
You're up against a traveler and Citlali. I wanted to get rid of that stuff.
Live! Dodge this!
Whoever wants to come after me at this point. I wanted to get rid of the healer. Just gonna heal you guys.
Gather! Dodge this!
Whoa, when did that happen? You know what sometimes I hate? Sometimes it just takes HP away. I just ran him out of nowhere. HP taken away. See? I have a shield on. HP should not be taken away.
Solidify! Come into being!
Where the...
No, my sword. Huh?
Cool it!
I want to heal, buddy. There's more. Alright, there's more for me to heal from.
Live! Freeze!
Don't be a killjoy.
Dodge this!
Don't be a killjoy.
Gather!
I need to get that one in the corner.
Burst forth!
No, my sword.
Close enough to a corner.
Cool
The other guy, I really don't need to worry about. Let's look.
Stabilize!
And look, it's just... He's just down instantly, see? I need to worry about him. Zhongli conquers all. Alright, we done here? Yeah, we're done fighting! We're victorious after all.
Granny!
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
And greetings to you too, other Granny.
Granny!
What did you just call her?
Granny. Is that not right? You are Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I
Technically, we are older. 500 years old.
I told you, it doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder I should look up to.
The way he talks has definitely changed, but doesn't feel like he's putting on an act. He asked me to do whatever I could to keep things a secret, and even said it'd be for Citlali's sake. So you treat everyone. So you treat everyone like like they're your gramps and grannies.
Exactly.
Okay.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Ororon? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of bees prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake.
We're getting cake?
You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? Not a chance. They didn't hurt you, did they?
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes.
So why did you do it?
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey! I'm no ordinary Granny! Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value, and not stop to think? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that I've taught you?
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated fFatui as evidence of your innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Ororon, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as well?
Your vegetables?
Ah, so he's a
Yes,
gardener.
I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon, the first thing you should do is...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the fFatui!
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
He's interesting. Alright, well, we'll go back here and be like, Mavwika, we found him, but also to get the ancient name. Because we're supposed to find Ororon, so Citlali will help us get an ancient name. Can't wait to get that ancient name. Return to the city, and Citlali brings you to the speaker's chamber, where you recount everything that has happened to Ororon.
I see. So Ororon came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Citlali's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Ororon was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, Could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Citlali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Ororon, please report back to the Speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice of the Archon's decision.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal. Once Ororon is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be counting on you.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now. Come with me, Ororon. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Did she just say twiddle my thumbs?
Goodbye, other Granny.
This new grandson of mine is way too polite. That look on his face. He's probably trying to remind me about my promise. He doesn't strike me as a liar. Had I not seen everything for myself, I'd have never guessed that he could have done so much work behind Citlali's back. What does he really want?
We're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub.
Paimon, there's something I need to tell you.
Huh? What is it, Traveler?
You and Paimon, you pull Paimon aside and tell everything that you saw earlier before you collapsed. Keep your voice down!
Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you? Oh, that Ororon, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Citlali and being forced to help the fFatui when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along.
I'm not completely sure. We still need more information.
Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go,
I'm
we can
forced
go
to be
together.
with you. I have to
We
tell
still have
you.
another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
That's the agreed location. Why is it a little bit far away? Oh, that's right, because we have to technically go into the Night Kingdom. Or not exactly the Night Kingdom, Night Elders, whatever. Same difference.
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
Huh?
What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could.
So what's the purpose of this meeting?
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
I'm only interested in the intel. I don't really care how the fFatui thinks of me.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
Why?
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I think Ororon might be one of the heroes.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Teyvat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the Abyss. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
That's just your speculation.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa's plan?
Wait, by seizing the Gnosis and making the decision for her, could he mean that the Gnosis has something to do with this backup plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Bro, how is he doing that?
Something is rapidly approaching.
Magic.
Oh no.
Is that like Shilonen? Or...
Bad news, chump. It's your granny.
Dang, she just punched him! Citlali!
Lolly? When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Ororon? Colluding with the fFatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, Citlali! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Yeah, this is no place to discipline a child.
Listen well, Ororon. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Ororon for me, okay?
Our conversation with the captain was interrupted at the most crucial moment. But if Rowan's still here, maybe we can still learn the rest from him. His smile making me laugh. The general and his labyrinth. Return to the stadium. Well, we found out that he wants to help people. That's good. That's really good.
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Ororon. Use it!
Oh, that's right. I had to
Why
say
did
the
you
thing so it
help
wasn't
the
on auto.
captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan? Really? You're just going to stonewall me?
Looks like Ororon has no intention of answering her.
Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this.
It's fine. Well, it's definitely a little awkward.
Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy. Wait, did one of your friends really do that?
Yes. And every time my friend scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
Wait, but you're the one getting your head chewed off. Stop making this about us!
Indeed, you've got a point. Then please just hang in there for a little while longer. Granny should be done with her scolding session soon.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You...
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, So why would you listen to an old hag like me? You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me! Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables! I don't need anything from you!
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Ororon, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. Paimon's starting to get lost.
That's not it, Granny.
Huh? There's something off about that voice.
I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Ororon! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
It's an illusion. He's in the Night Kingdom, isn't he?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can.
Like,
to
he's
save you.
just this.
So I've got to go.
Get back here this instant! Ororon! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
Also, the way Citlali started just
What
going
just happened?
insane halfway
How
through,
was he able
though.
to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful? Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natlan, then can't we work together?
He still doesn't want to tell us anything about his goals.
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial. Ororon probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Oh, that brat. I swear.
The captain probably has... Oh my god. The captain probably has some sort of substantial plan. Otherwise, Aurora would have no reason to keep following him. Meeting again is out of the cards for now. So it might be faster to just approach the Power Archon and confirm what the captain said. And also, I can tell that Auroran's stubbornness has hurt Citlali deeply. I need to find a way to comfort her. Whoa, God. What was all that about Auroran's duty earlier?
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this.
Oh, so we're just gonna return to the stadium. Yeah, you gotta walk all the way there. I can teleport, so I'm perfectly fine.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
Yeah,
Right,
food!
it's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. we can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
It's okay. We can cover our own bill.
Really? You're not gonna take her offer? Ah, that's right. Citlali has gotten a lot quieter since Ororon ran away. She seems to be having a hard time. She's right. We're seasoned adventurers, so we're more than capable of paying our own bill.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
Are you sure? We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
Sure, that's fine with us, but Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, Citlali.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
I can't even tell if Citlali is like older and everything, if she looks young, or she's just, I mean, they did say that she is young, but, you know, I really can't tell. Maybe she is just young and acting older, that does happen.
What's the hurry?
But I don't know, something she says just makes me feel like, okay, you seem like you are, you know. We're gonna ignore that. Seem like that you're like very old or something, you know? The three of you walk into a tavern and find a quiet spot to sit. You and Paimon order some food and fruit juice while Citlali begins chugging down bottle after bottle of wine.
Huh?
Oh yeah, she drunk.
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they twins?
Paimon only sees one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be.
Girl, you drunk as hell. She wasted. I'd be surprised if she wasn't.
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Citlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know. I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Nightwind. Most days, hardly anyone even dares talk to her.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Well then, you have my thanks.
You know what would be cool? Is she use those like disc things that are basically supposed to be like on her hair, like kind of like an accessory. If she used it for fighting. Like, she just takes it off and fights with it. I mean, that's very convenient and handy, to be honest. Anyways, after Chanka leaves, Citlali downs a few more glasses and begins to stare blankly into space from her chair. You start wondering whether she's actually drunk or working through some complex problem in her head. Yeah, no, she wasted.
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
Are you still with us, Citlali? You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You brats start it, I finish it, and then I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans. I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Really? What did I do to deserve that?
Granny Citlali, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know! Oh yeah, and I have to mentor all the new kids! Hey, new kid! Yeah, you!
Girl, you are drunker than a frat guy at a college party. Jeez Louise. Yes, I'm a new kid.
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell 'em.
Thank you for all your teachings, ma'am.
That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
And she passed out.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke. The lingering smoke.
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh?
I wonder who's red-colored and have red eyes. Are you awake?
Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Oh god, come on, that's gross. Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry.
We just gotta get you home, that's it.
That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up, not once.
We didn't ask about that before.
Are you feeling okay? Want to take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
She needs to go home and rest.
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
She needs to go home, take a shower, and rest.
You can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
She's gonna have a major hangover,
Please,
though.
Paimon, it's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
It happens.
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame! I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it! Surely, you know the feeling too?
Actually, about that.
Should we just tell her?
Huh? Tell me what?
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
Alright, Citlali. Listen carefully and try not to get too upset. You describe the events that took place during Ororon's rescue as objectively, fairly, and impartially as possible. Citlali shares some of her senses with you through a spell, allowing you to temporarily hear her thoughts. Yeah, we heard everything, girl.
So, you heard my...
It's okay, Citlali. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much! It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing!
Did that happen to you?
So that, happens to you a lot.
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic.
Are you okay? You look dejected.
Take a walk with me. I have things to share with you.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
We should follow her. Just to make sure she doesn't do anything stupid. We gotta follow her. I mean, she is drunk as hell, so that makes sense. I'm afraid at any second she's just gonna pass out in the middle of the road. Girl, where are you? Well, it was. This is definitely interesting. We found Ororon. We talked to Capitano and learned that Ororon was working with Capitano and everything, and that's very interesting. And now Citlali is just drunk and upset. I hope you guys enjoyed this very fruitful video.
What do you need?
And hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.